You know, you know, you is 4 o'clock, let it go. You know, you know, you. I want you, you want me, and I want you. You know, I know, slam my door, slam my phone. Hey, now I'm drawing with the top down. Say it, do it, show it. Prove it. Hey! Hey, nah. What's going on, YouTube? I'm back. Back with another video on the new and upcoming artist, Tory Lanez. Okay, get into it, get into it, get into it, get into it. He is with his debut album in, okay, he's new and upcoming. If you all know his summer hit song, Say It, which is my favorite song, apart from Panda, Panda, Panda. But anyway, guys, Say It has been played on the radio non-stop all year. Guys, you know, it's just he blew up with that song. Okay, he blew up with that song. Okay, his it went platinum on iTunes. His new debut album, first album, is entitled I Told You, and he's just basically telling everybody who ever said he wasn't going to amount to nothing, that he said he was going to make it be big and get famous. So this is what this album is talking about. He's basically, throughout the album, you see he has like interludes describing what he's been through from the age of 16 through up. Okay, I believe he's like in his late 20s or something like that. But guys, throughout the album, you get a very great introduction of him throughout each song about what he's been through, you know, selling drugs, in the streets, hustling. And he just basically is telling his life story. And I think this is a great introduction album for him, you know, being in the music industry. Every song kicks serious ass. Okay, get into it. He did this shit. Okay, you gotta really get into some Tory Lanez. Okay, Say It is just one of my favorites on this album. But then hold on, wait a minute, let me put some bumping in it. Okay, he got some bumpy songs, nice, you know, a little trap, a little mixture of R&B, and not to mention he can sing as well as rap. Okay, but I just really like the story that he is telling on this album. I Told You starts off with, I guess, a relative or something telling him that she's sorry that his mom died, but he needs to get the F out her house because she's tired of him disrespecting her or something like that. So I'm guessing this is his auntie or somebody. And she's basically just cursing at him, telling him to get the F out the house. And so he basically, you know, was bringing a lot of trouble to her house at the age of 16, and he got kicked out at age of 16. Then he met somebody who he fell in love with, which leads us to Gun and Roses, which is number 2, which is a love song. And he was basically saying on that song that he loves his girl like Guns and Roses. Okay. And you know the term where they say Guns and Roses. I guess you can say it's kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde, a fairy tale or something like that. That term that they use for two people in a relationship that ride or die. But she basically took him in. I don't know if she was a little older than him. But basically, that's what the song Guns and Roses. Now, with the first song, I forgot to mention, I really liked it. The beat, okay, it was the introduction song. It was just him, you know, elaborating what he been through, you know, at the age of 16, how how he was telling people he was going to amount to something. A lot of people didn't think that he was going to be big in music, and a lot of people didn't believe in him as being a music artist, you know, and people was trying to keep him to stay being a hustler. Hustling was all he was good at that time, and music was always his first love. And he just kind of got caught up in his life, I guess, after his mom died or something like that. So he had to find ways to hustle. And that's basically what number 1 is about. Guns and Roses, just kind of like an R&B flavor that I definitely really like. Then we go to number 3, Flex, which is kind of one of those ride or die type of songs that I was definitely feeling. Okay, I really liked it. The beat on that song, it was just giving me life, and he was just really singing some true stuff. I really was digging it. The beat, it was dope. All I had to do was try. So basically, with To Dream, which is number 4, get into it, guys. I was definitely feeling the beat. It kind of had a future flavor on there. To Dream, it's just basically was he's just basically telling all his haters and people that people was always saying he wasn't gonna amount to nothing, and now look at him, he's on top of the world. You know that, you know the feeling when you rich and you successful and you on top of the world and you just feel like can't nobody touch you. It's basically what I was getting from that song, dope beat, definitely like it. 4 a.m. Flex. Okay, this is just another one of those songs that I just really like to crank to. Okay, so the story of the song is him and his boys was breaking into somebody named Chino, something like that. He was breaking into their house. They were breaking into this house. I guess they was gonna try to steal something from him or something like that. Then when they got in the house, the shade is, the gag is, when they got in the house, okay, get into it. Uh, the dude Chino or something found out that people were breaking into the house. Then he shot, gunshots fired or something like that. You know, he was shooting at them as they were running. You know, they were circling around in the house for a little bit, but then he woke up. Then ran after them with a gun. He started shooting. And that's basically when 4 a.m. Flex is just, it was a 4 a.m. thing, and it was 4 a.m. in the morning, and they was flexing, and they was getting up, okay, and they was trying to get something from Chino, basically, is what I think his name was Chino. Correct me if I'm wrong. I gotta listen to it again, you know, it was the first time listening to it, but that's what the story is. The beat goes in, okay. This song really is one of my favorite songs of the album. Okay, not to mention that he has 2 songs named Flex, but the 4 a.m. Flex kind of brings a little, it brings just a little bit more hood. Okay, I was definitely feeling it. Okay, Friends with Benefits, which is number 6. Now, originally, Tinashe sampled this from somebody. I got this from somebody and did this on one of her on her mixtape, if you guys know, called Black Water. And if you listen to the song, you would think it's for me. All the Tinashe fans, if they listen to this album, they would definitely remember what song is from. It's called Stunt, and it's on Black Water. It's one of my favorite songs. Now I thought a minute he was gonna take the same beat, but he just took the. It's a part at the beginning of it that just really made me remember. Okay, this is from Tinashe. But anyway, apart from that, Friends of Benefits is a great song. Just basically 2 friends having sex for money. Okay, now he was in a relationship for a while, and basically his girlfriend basically took care of him, is what I'm picking up. And they were going through some things. If you listen to after some of the songs on the album, you would definitely hear, you know, and songs, and then that's what number 6. But then in the song like Cold Hard Love, which had a very different, unique beat to it. Kind of had like an 80s flavor. I was definitely feeling it. It just gave me just the 80s flavor, with a bit of a 90s touch. And he was just cold, hard love. He was singing. It was very fluent. It's nice. It's like 5 minutes and 58 seconds. I was definitely feeling that. I was definitely feeling that song. Hi. Okay. This song right here, let me tell y'all, was kind of giving me a little weekend, and I was definitely feeling it. If you listen to the song, it just is amazing. But it kind of gives you, when you listen to it. I was listening to it, and I was saying, okay, this kind of give me a little weekend flavor. But it's dope. I'm definitely feeling it. Dirty Money. Dirty Money definitely kind of gives me a little future. Hey, hey. Now I'm definitely feeling it. Okay, Dirty Money just gives me a future and a designer type flavor to it, but it's dope. It's hood. I like it. The beat has a nice 808. I was definitely feeling it. Question is, which is number two, which is number 10. You know, question is, it's just he's having a lot of questions about the decisions he's making in his life as far as the path he's trying to go. A lot of people want him to stay, you know, doing being a drug dealer and being a hustler in the streets, but he's trying to better his life. Basically, is what I'm getting off this song, because as you see his progression throughout the album, he was going through the beginning of the album. He goes through a depression and adolescence, and then through the middle of the album, you get where he's kind of following his dreams as you know, becoming a music artist, being signed to Interscope and things like that. But guys, and then through at the end of the album is when he gets very successful. So after he has his questions about his life, then we get to 11, which is Loners Boulevard. Now he has broke. His girlfriend broke up with him. You know, he's out on the streets again. He has nowhere to go. He was saying something about he got four nickels or four quarters in his pocket or something like that. He was dead broke. Okay, and the only thing he had was him and his music. And this is a song I definitely really like because I can kind of sort of relate to this in a way where it really touches me deeply. And I just think that he put a lot of hard work and dedication into this song. Okay, so then after Loners Boulevard, then this is when you get to All the Girls. He's basically in the music industry. He's with Interscope. You know, he's off the ground. And he got a song called All the Girls. It's kind of giving me a little Akon feel with a little bit of kind of this Jamaican flavor, or if you will, when I was listening to it. Then when you get into the number one song, okay, after he's signed his record label, and things like that, then this is when his hit song "Say It" comes out, and I like how he introduced. You know, at the end of the song, he introduces each of his adolescence and growth and progression. Okay, and with "Say It," that you know, that's just the number one song. I'm definitely feeling it. Just 10 out of 10 classic. That's just one of the best songs. Okay, even though I like the majority, I like this basically this whole album. Okay, I give it a 9 out of 10. It's amazing. And then after "Say It," then we go to "Love," which is kind of like I don't know, kind of give me a little Drake flavor, a little tiny Drake, a little tiny kind of Jamaican flavor as well. You know, I was definitely listening to it. It ain't my favorite of the album, but I was definitely feeling it. And it, you know, I had a nice little beat or whatever. But the gag is, okay, if you guys don't support this guy, you know, he's doing it big. And honestly, I kind of got a good feeling this album is going to really do good as far as sales. Okay, now I'm definitely gonna get me a copy because I really like it. I think that this is a great introduction album, and he did an amazing job telling his story. You know what he went through. About you know, you just find out a little bit more about him. You know, stuff that you didn't know about him. You know, you learn as you listen to this album, and I just think that he has a great storytelling with this album. So this album is phenomenal. Okay, I give it a 9 out of 10. You know, there was a couple of things, you know, that I kind of think at the end of the album, it kind of, I don't know, it kind of had a different flavor to it, you know. But I think he was just, you know, just trying something different. But either way it go, he got the album out. It's on iTunes. It's out today. You guys, please check it out. Okay. This is Forever Brandon TV signing off. I hope you guys enjoy it. Comments below. Tell me what you think about it.